There is no one living in this backward village anymore. Let's go to the city, my friend told me in his final attempt to convince me to leave this beautiful, peaceful place I called home. I'm going, he said, and left. I have never left my beloved village before. It is my happy place. But intrigued by the fact that everyone had gone to the city, I decided to go and see for myself what wonderful, joyful things those cities had. I packed a knapsack with a few clothes, put on my best smile, and off I went to the city. On reaching the city, a couple of policemen stopped me. "You look suspiciously happy for someone with hardly any possessions," they said. They checked a few things, wrote my name down, and finally they let me go with a suspicious look in their faces. First thing I noticed about the city was all the rushing around. I could see tall buildings and a humming noise and people everywhere. I knew there must be something here, something happy, something enchanting. Everyone was in such a hurry, searching for it, that I thought that there must be something special happening that day, which no one wanted to miss. I started following a man who looked like he was hurrying to see whatever it was that was happening. After several hours of following him, the man arrived at a small flat and went inside. He had done or seen nothing of interest that whole day, except for looking at a small rectangular device all through the day. It was getting dark, but strangely, I couldn't even see the sun setting. All I could see were tall buildings on all sides. That night, I slept in a park. There were paper wrappers scattered everywhere. Well, I just cleaned them all up and found a spot to sleep. The next day, I carried on walking through the city streets, trying to understand what was going on. I then arrived at a big warehouse where many people were entering. This must be where the happy stuff must be happening, I thought to myself. On entering, I was amazed by the sight of all the funny-looking things they had inside. The rectangular things, weird-looking watches, and weird-looking clothes. The best part was when I saw that the people were picking these things up, paying for them, and taking them away. Why would anyone buy these things? I wondered to myself, after seeing a woman very contentedly leaving with a pair of shoes with impossibly high heels and that rectangular device that seemed to distract people when they walk on a busy street. Once again, I decided to follow the lady with the device. She was smiling and seemed so happy. But in a few minutes, I saw her joy turn into disappointment when her friends gave her new device a look of disapproval. They flashed their own rectangular devices, bigger, larger, better, and from what I overheard, with 5 cameras on them. I may have heard wrongly. Why would someone need 5 cameras? I was looking for my friend who moved here, leaving the beautiful village. I started regretting having left the village just to come to this place where no one seemed happy. I couldn't make sense of anything that was happening. The rush, the need for approval, the disregard for nature, the distraction. Then I saw a few kids playing. Now they certainly did seem happy. Playing, running about, chasing each other. Except for one child who seemed troubled by another little machine they were calling a console. He was hitting it so hard with his fingers and making all kinds of faces and angry gestures. When one of the other children came over to invite him to play with them, the boy with the console just rudely walked away. It all seemed very strange. I sat there on a park bench, thinking again of the beautiful wide open spaces, the mountains, the clean rivers, and the games I used to play in the village with friends. How happy I used to be. Then everyone left. To this place? It just doesn't make sense. Just then I saw a familiar figure walking towards me. It was my friend from the village. With tears rolling down his cheeks, he said, "Let's go back home to happiness." We often get so carried away by materialism of modern life that we lose sight of the most important things, the simple things that bring happiness.